The reason I started the petition is because this is a continuing issue. Last year there was so much oil pumped into the river that it was a very big issue, and 20 swans had to be rescued from the Kennet. This year alone, I've heard there's 30 swans being rescued by Swan Support. And I thought, I've complained to all the agencies, everyone that I think could do something about this, and there's been no, from my angle, there's been no action. I contacted the Environment Agency several times. I've been phoned up by the Environment Agency for more details, for photos, for dates, and still I don't see anything. I just think that something needs to happen definitively. It needs to end, it needs to stop. And look at all these people, we're passionate about this. We're not going to stop here. We'll continue and continue and continue fighting if something isn't done about this oil. It's disgusting.
Since the 4th of September, we've taken about 30 swans away. I took the last one so far away the day before yesterday. And what we need to do is we need to completely wash it to get as much of the oil off as possible. And then we need to leave it for 2 or 3 days so that it can naturally re-waterproof itself, because in that it will lose all waterproofing, which means if it suddenly gets cold, it could die of hypothermia. The other thing is that sometimes they will die from ingesting it, because as soon as they recognise that they've stuck in this oil, they'll start preening themselves, and that means they take it into their system, and they can actually die from ingesting the oil. So we take them away, we wash them, we look after them for three or 4 days, feed them up, make sure they're fully waterproofed, and then we bring them back, although bringing them back here is not much fun because we're still getting the oil deposits in the water.
It's really shocking to see oil going into the river. We already know that the Thames water is not great. The fact that this is also we've been polluted from somewhere up the road. It's going into the rainwater, into the drain, straight into the river, and it's putting our local wildlife at risk. And it's an amazing place to live around here. We've got lots of lovely birds, lots of swans, but to see the state of them, it's like there's been an oil slick every week. It's horrendous. I've seen swans covered in oil myself, and we're a really tight community here at Newtown, so we contact Swan Support if we can see it. So it's lucky that we've got those volunteers that can help, but it shouldn't come to this. Particularly down the bottom of Chomley Roads here, there are always people that want to feed the swans. It's a natural place for families and kiddies to come and do that. But the problem with it is that the drain is also at this point here, which means that swans are being coated in oil as people are feeding them, and people don't know that this is an issue.